Hey everybody, I'd like to share how I make my yeast starters with pressure canned wort. First we'll go over everything that's needed. We got some gloves, a gallon of pre-made star sand, got my pitcher, wort strainer, scissors, about 1,000 milliliters of water, about 800 milliliters of pressure canned wort, and of course the yeast. It's White Labs 001. Alright, first we're just going to sanitize everything. So we're going to pour the star sand in the starter container. I like to minimize the suds, so I sort of pour it carefully because we're going to have to pour it back out pretty soon. There's my oxygenation wand in there. We're going to put basically everything in the container, so we'll sanitize everything at once. Okay, now we're going to take everything out of the star sand. Just remember that the gloves haven't been sanitized, so I try not to touch any of the working parts or whatever I'm using, like the end of the scissors or anything else, end of the wand or whatever like that. Right, now we're pouring the star sand back in the original container. Doesn't matter if the suds show up or not. Got that little strainer in there that I'm going to eventually put on top of the pitcher. So I try to just catch it as it comes out because I want to pour in the middle of it so I can touch around the edges of it. Get all the star sand out. That's going to be our foil lid. Put that back in the star sand solution so it's sanitized by the time we need it. Now this wort is about 1070 gravity. I brew it double strength, so when we make the starter, I'm basically making a double batch. That's why all the extra water is there. Alright, so we're just going to pour it through to strain away any kind of tube, anything that is left behind in the mason jar, because it gets cooked at about 240 degrees Fahrenheit, so there's a lot of stuff that falls out of it. You can see we're getting nice clear wort down in there in the pitcher. That's what we're going for, nice and clear. Okay, next we're going to oxygenate. Remember, you turn the gas on first before you take it out of anything, just to make sure everything's flowing out of the pores. And then we're going to let it fill up with oxygen. We got 1 minute at 0.12 liters per minute. After that's finished, for now we're going to add the yeast. So we're just putting the yeast right in the wort. We don't need the water yet. I try to shake that packet, the packet that's inside the packet, to the bottom, and just cut the very top of the white part and basically push it out like a popsicle. Once you got it out, then you can cut it open and pour the yeast in. Now, because I was filming this, I sort of didn't prep the yeast as much as I usually do. I often squeeze around on the packet a lot, shake it some and just squeeze it around, and that gets it a little more liquid. This is kind of like peanut butter in a way, and not optimal, but you know, luckily it's something that's easy to just squeeze out of there. Just be mindful of your sanitation and not touching the end of it with your hands or gloves, and it all works out fine. Alright, last step, we're going to pour the water in. This will add some more oxygen because the water has got plenty of air in it, or plenty of oxygen already infused. I kind of poured a little bit rough just to get the yeast mixed up a little bit more. You can see it floating around in there. There we go. It's a little under 2 liter starter, probably like a 1.6, 1.8 liter. Mix it up a bit. Then we'll jump back and get our foil lid. Knock all the star sand off of it. And there it is.